We had 2 very difficult years, and first of all we need to share a big thank you and gratitude towards our shareholders and our owners of the Radisson Hotel Group, because during those 2 years they have supported us, they have shown us continuous support, which allowed us to, for example, continue to develop all our brands within Europe with financial commitment to enter into lease agreements, to enter into management agreements, to do franchise agreements, and to really deliver on the journey that we had communicated in 2018. So we come out of this crisis as a truly transformed company, which is a very relevant partner to our existing owners, but even more so to owners who have not yet connected with the Radisson Hotel Group and with whom we are very keen and eager to do business with. It is extremely difficult and extremely complicated to do proper forecasting today. We expected somehow already in October 2021, we saw a good recovery and something which we considered at a certain point almost sustainable, like a slow recovery, as well as receiving some MICE requests, and we were very hopeful. And then in December, Omicron happened and we had to go back to the drawing board. But what we do see today in 2022 is that we saw a very strong pickup in the second quarter, that we are receiving again requests for larger meetings and larger events, that we see a very strong appetite and a strong demand for leisure business, for weekend business, and that we expect to have a good summer season. We are confident that we will be back at 2019 numbers for some destinations in 2024, for other destinations in 2023, and maybe for some only in 2025. We do see that there is a strong demand pickup. Now the question is going to be how the rate pickup is going to follow. And we see that Europe, whether it is in urban destinations or whether it's in leisure destinations or whether it is in meetings or airport destinations, it is very scattered. Every country is responding differently, every destination is responding differently, and we really need to go destination by destination. First of all, when we were confronted with the first lockdown, as a company, we put a small team together and we said, how can we come with a very adequate and a relevant solution to our guests and to our owners. We launched Radisson Individuals in November 2020, so we responded very quickly, very swiftly. Radisson Individuals is a soft brand. It's an affiliation concept which allows individual hotels with their own identity to connect with Radisson's distribution network, with Radisson's sales structure and sales support. Then secondly, what we saw as well was that serviced apartments, especially during the first, I would say, 9 months of being confronted with COVID, showed a very sustainable operating model. And we recommunicated and reworked on our value proposition for serviced apartments, which we do as a brand extension, not as a dedicated brand. And the same year we signed and we opened Radisson Hotel and Suites Amsterdam, which is a standalone serviced apartments product. And then thirdly, we saw that the leisure market was also less volatile, more resilient. And we noticed this both from an operating point of view as from a development point of view. We saw that the investors were redirecting more to leisure destinations or to seaside resorts, to mountain resorts, to destinations which are relevant for leisure guests as for, in the later stage MICE clientele. And in light of that shift, we are also re-evaluating our value proposition for resorts. While we were expecting a slowdown, we saw the opposite. We signed more than 100 to 120 new projects over the past 24 months. Yeah. Where we saw a shift was that there was a strong focus on leases and franchises. We saw the success of Radisson Individuals, which we launched, as I said already earlier, in November 2020, and today we have more than 24 hotels in operation and under development. We saw a shift, but we were able to continue the implementation of our plan that we communicated in 2018 by continuing developing and investing in our hotel portfolio in Europe. We have definitely been successful since 2018. What is needed, and still very much needed, is to create more footprint and presence in Paris. And then secondly, what is also very much wanted for France is to launch a first project with Radisson Red. We have communicated this in the past, and we really hope that in 2022 and 2023 we can communicate our first Radisson Red hotel for France. I personally really hope that with Radisson Red opening now in Madrid towards probably September, October of this year, we will be able to showcase the product at a larger scale, which will also showcase and visualize the new design direction that we are taking with Radisson Red, which is more urban, more lifestyle, less standardized. There is a strong momentum for the brand. It's really targeting the sweet spot of lifestyle upscale segment is the importance of partnerships. Yeah. So I think that's my key takeaway from over the past 24 months.